I don't even know where I'm at. Mac. Oh my goodness, focus. There we go. Mac Heineke. Mac Heineke something. Ralph is down. Ralph is down for the count. R.I.P. Ralph. Nah, we'll go stop right now. We'll go let's go take a look at Ralph. Oh my baby. Ralphie. Oh, look at him, look at him looking tank in front of everybody. Ralph is down, the check engine light turned on. If you've been seeing my other videos, which if you have, I greatly appreciate it. His check engine light turned on the last towing gig that I did with it. So I played it safe, and when it turned on halfway through the last trip. And a good thing when it turned on is that the remaining part of the trip was all downhill. So Ralph wasn't really working after the check engine light turned on. So that's a good thing, because you know, and these trucks, if no one knows, I mean, for the people that aren't really that educated on it, not to like talk shit or do whatever, but when something like that happens and you're in the check engine light pops on, it's potential that it can go into a failsafe. And if you put it under load under a failsafe, you can cause potentially more damage, and that's not good. So went over it and brought it in, and okay, it kind of sucks. I mean, I can't blame. You know what? I don't blame the tech. I don't blame the people. It's just communication. Same dealership bullshit, right? So he has faults for EGR. In that regards, it also turned on low boost pressure because I scanned it before I took it in. It also has a little bit of a transmission jolt, which can also be caused or related to EGR, you know, back pressure, all kinds of other issues like that going on. So Ralph's in there getting that looked at right now. The only thing that sucks is that we're waiting on parts. Right now, ETA is right now, when I'm recording this, it is on the 4th. When I dropped Ralph off, I dropped him off September 25th? September 25th is when I dropped him off. And waiting on parts. So the reason why I came over to dealer is because I talked to the service manager, I talked to the tech, because no one answers their freaking voicemails, no one gets back to me. Whatever. So hopefully I can get something back right now. I was gonna take the truck back, but now that I talked to the tech and he gave me a little bit more insight as to what's going on with it, I'd rather just not mess with it and push it. And even though it's a 2021, I'm right there at 36,000 miles. So I mean, it sucks. But good thing is I've been working on a lot of side work, so hopefully I can keep doing a little bit more side work and keep this ball rolling. But yeah, Ralph is down. Hopefully I get him back soon. The service manager should call me sometime this afternoon with another update, because he's reaching out to regional people to do whatever. But yeah, so that means technically if I was to wait on the part, I would be down for a whole month. I mean, I'm kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing, because for one, it's I'm a little burnt. That last drive, that had me burnt. I pushed it a lot. Oh yeah. But yeah, that's Ralph's down. Tahoe, doing little stuff to it here and there, and we'll keep it moving from there. The more I know about Ralph, the more information I get. You'll see another video, and hopefully I get Ralph back sooner than later. The only issues that I was worried about or kind of became known about was, I thought it was an issue, but it's not really an issue anymore. Well, the front tire is cupping on the dually on Ralph. Now, kind of doing a little bit more research, I guess it makes a little bit more sense too, that when you're loaded, it does change all suspension geometry and everything, especially if you get like a really bad road curve crown and everything. Because I have noticed that if I load Ralph, even with a distribution hitch, on a really long trailer and the road is crowned, the wheel will be, you know, a little off. So it is what it is. I'll just keep rotating tires. But the good thing is that there is no clicking on the wheel, which I did have a concern about that. It's just the wheel, the wheel cover, hubcap, whatever you want to call it, which is fine. I mean, I've even noticed that on other cars. I've even noticed that on freaking Teslas and BMWs. So that's taken care of. Main thing was a transmission concern, so there's that. There is no wheel stud parts or anything. I think all that recall stuff is just on a technicality, and that should be it. So for right now, for the rest of the content that I want to put up is all the Tahoe stuff. I have been going down a rabbit hole of what I want to do with the Tahoe, and obviously I want to keep budget in mind. I want to keep budget. I mean, you know, as I've said it here before, if I had it my way, I'd put a all aluminum 6-liter in it. Ooh, that sounds like I'm driving a reverse manual body TH400, right? Ooh. Anyways, I've been looking into cost versus what I would actually get out of the Tahoe. For shits and giggles, I would, hear me out, I would like to put a LT4 hot cam. But then again, I think I just want to do it just for the hell of it. Okay, I don't want power out of it, out of that little Vortec. I don't want to go full balls to the walls. I'll be stock converter, put a little exhaust on it, hot cam kit, LT4 hot cam kit, which does work with a 5.7 Vortec. The only thing with that is that you'll need to do a tune, which I found out you can do a 411 swap on the ECM. You can get rid of your black box, put a 411 swap in it, and then tune it with HP tuners. Now, dilemma for me, black box or the 411 swap, junkyard, $35. LT4 hot cam kit, we'll just say on the high side. We'll just say you're gonna spend $700 between the cam, lifters, push rods, rockers, whatever. Everything else the same. Not gonna mess with fuel or nothing like that. And then you got maybe a few $100s in like the exhaust and stuff. Then you gotta tag on $300 for the HP tuners with a tuner credit, and that is by me doing it myself. I'm pretty sure, I'm confident that I will be able to get the Tahoe to run right. Now, with all that being said, I can do that relatively cheap. And for me, I think it would just be funny to have a cam, 2-door, whatever. But then I look into a 5.3, all accessories and wiring harness included with the computer, 190,000 miles for $400. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It does make sense to do that. Now, if I do that, it's cheap getting in, but you gotta remember, technically it would work with this 4060 that I have in it, but that 4060, even though it's fresh from Monster and everything, is gonna be a ticking time bomb because a cam 5.3, and I'm gonna be beating the shit out of it. That 4060 is probably not gonna last long, so I would need to go to an 80. And another rabbit hole I've been going down in is, as far as tuning is concerned, I want to leave the transmission out of it. I'm new to having an auto tuned, you know, by someone else. And I'm very familiar with the 6R80 stuff in the Mustang world. It's very straightforward, this and that. The oddball with the GM 4L60 and 4L80 stuff is, yes, I can get it built by someone reputable. I found a guy that does it in Dallas, no problem. Now, I can do that. The only thing is this is what sucks in the GM world, is that finding someone that's credible to do it locally. If I was in Georgia, yeah, there's a pretty good chance I'll be able to do it. Texas, I'm mail order tuner. I don't have personal experience, but I know he does badass shit. So I would probably take it over to mail order tuner, or just send my ECM over there and do all that. The reason why I kind of want to leave it out of it, because if I go with something like an 80 and go over a reverse manual valve body, that eliminates transmission tuning. You know, kind of leaves it out of the question, because at that point it's just like a turbo 400. Now, another thing would be, you know, you got to put all that stuff together for the LS. So that's why, yes, I would be paying a little bit more than getting into a 5.3 in the general in the first place, but in the long run, the LS is going to cost me a lot more. I mean, because even if I go with, like, keep it all stock and just go with a BTR stage 3, stage 4, go with a pretty good converter, and, you know, somewhat stock 4L80, pretty sure it'll last a while. But that's where I'm kind of like jumping up and forth, going back and forth on what I want to do. I'm going down a super deep rabbit hole, even going with like a turbo 400 and keeping it four-wheel drive with a transfer case adapter. Super big rabbit hole, keeping me up late at night type shit. But that's a little bit what's going on. Ralph's getting worked at. I got a little bit more stuff to do to Tahoe. I gotta do oil change in my girlfriend's car, because this is not the typical setting that you see me in. I'm in a Sentra. What's up? What else? Fuck, what else do I got? I got the Excursion that I just worked on. I got another car. I freaking fixed a Ram in like 5 minutes, and my scan tool didn't even connect to it, and it kept dying right off. As soon as he put it in drive and took off, it died. And even though I couldn't scan it, he said he had a fuel pump replaced. I went to go disconnect the idle air control valve. Fixed. It's pretty impressed with myself, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, TBH. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep you guys updated as far as what else, everything's going on. And for now, really what I gotta do is I gotta get the Tahoe. I gotta get it together. I've been drawn so far away from it. I've had it forever. So I'm gonna go do the little maintenance and stuff that I gotta do to it. I tend to overthink things because, I'm like, if I remove the intake, I might as well just take the cam out. So I'm gonna go handle that. See you guys in another video.